My long-awaited book, Astrology Realized, is finally available and waiting for you at Amazon and other online retailers. Get one for you, your loved one, or as a gift. All part of your fabulous journey to understanding astrology. Enjoy. Hello, fabulous friends and fans. Welcome to your horoscope for the week of September 1st, 2013. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. This week features a new moon in the sign of Virgo. But what's special about this new moon is that it is speaking very well with two important power players in the sky, Pluto and Jupiter, which means that the new beginnings that are promised this time around with this particular full moon bring with them a lot of hope, a lot of optimism, possibly opportunity, but more than that, change that we are really delighted about, change that might feel in some cases long overdue. How this speaks to you and your sign is coming up right now. For Aries, this is a new moon where it has to do with where you work, your work environment. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to bring some sort of a breakthrough progress, but you are getting there. You are on that path. What this moon does do is allow you new opportunities to try out new environments, try out new skills, or to show your stuff. And in some way, you are going to find your work environment changes in a way that empowers you and that you like very much, that allows you to see the potential for better and more. For Taurus, this has to do with fun. Yes, it has to do with kids. It has to do with what you do in your down times. The ancients called this leisurely activities. And so whatever it is that you need to sort of recharge, that is an area that you're going to start to see a little bit differently. And what mainly you're going to start to see is how actually your downtime fuels the vision that you have for your life. Now, for some of you, if you have kids, then you're going to see more directly how your time with your kids actually helps you move towards those larger aims that you have for your life. For Geminis out there, this has to do with home. And so home base is going to call your attention. If you want to move, have been trying to move, then you are going to see things work out very much to your liking. Also, if you just want change right where you are, that too seems to be the types of changes that give you a lot of power, changes that you like very much. And as I said in the intro, changes that might feel long overdue, but feel really right for who you are now, but also for what you hope to build for the period ahead. For Cancers, you're about to find a new way, or at least shed some light, which leads to a new way in which you are perceiving yourself and perceiving the world, and the way in which you communicate with others and with yourself as well. Now, this is really valuable stuff because the conversations you hold in your mind constantly really do create your reality, or at least they say a lot about how you feel about your reality, which in turn is either going to empower you or not. Well, this time you're choosing some really empowering conversations externally with other people, likely random people that you're running into, but also within your own self, within your own mind and your heart. And that allows you to create some really empowering changes a little bit at a time, but they end up having a really profound effect in the big picture, especially over the course of the coming months. Now, for Leos, this has to do with finances, new financial opportunities finding you, opportunities that feel grounded, that feel safe, that feel secure, and where these financial opportunities, they aren't just the kind of thing, it doesn't seem to me like the kind of thing where it's just a hope or just a dream, but it's that you are taking some steps that lead you to a raise in pay. So whether that's where you are now, whether you see a new opportunity to actually help yourself financially, all of that seems to come together very nicely. If you have any ideas to raise money for yourself in your life, the amount of money that you're making, take them very seriously, especially now, because the chance of you coming up on an idea that is just brilliant is very likely now, or at least very promising, certainly. For Virgos, this is a new moon in your sign, so this reaches right into the heart of you. This has to do with how you understand yourself, but also what is most important to you. And whatever's been lingering, whatever's been uncertain, you're about to get that clarity, and you're about to find a brand new beginning just where you need it most. I'm seeing a brand new, fresh chapter in your life, and it is very empowered. It comes with a sense of change, direction, and purpose. It's all very exciting for you. Libra, it might not seem like there's a lot happening on the surface, and this is something that you can definitely use to your advantage. What I am seeing is a shift taking place within you, within your own understanding as to what you can do to be more effective, but also where you need to trust and have surrender and let go. And it does look like the major activity that's happening, the major ways in which the universe is attempting to help you now, it doesn't have anything to do with you or anything that you can particularly do. It's more about what you've already done and what other people are doing on your behalf. Most of the time, not even to your knowledge. So you just have to trust, surrender. Good things are happening, but they're very behind the scenes. You can tap into that energy consciously and utilize that behind the scene energy. But most likely, you're just going to have to trust and surrender that there are good things taking place, even if you aren't fully aware of them just yet. For Scorpios, this has to do with friendships, friends bringing opportunity your way, bringing blessings your way, friends wanting you to do well and showing you a different vision of your life and different possibilities for your life. So be open to that. Do make sure that you spend time. There's going to be at least one occasion in which you are invited, and do make sure that you get out there and go. As much as you want to work hard, there is that energy with you now. At the same time, it's in the fun moments, in the lighter moments when you're with people that you feel you can trust, you feel like you can be yourself around. That's when some really great opportunities seem to just show up for you and flow very naturally for you. For Sagittarius, this has to do with career, which is really wonderful. This has to do with you making tangible progress up the ladder of success. And so do take that opportunity to really hone in on the potential that is there. But as I said, there is tangible opportunity to rise up the ladder, to move yourself towards a vision of success that matters to you. So pay attention, because this is the beginning of a process. It might take a full 6 months to fully manifest, but you're on the path, you're on the trajectory towards realizing a major ambition. So do enjoy it. For Cancers, this has to do with how you envision your future. What is it that you're actually going for? What is it that really matters to you? This is about really believing that you can achieve that great thing. And you certainly can. I'm telling you, you certainly can. And I think that you know you can. But what's really great about right now is as you're readjusting and formulating a vision, you're getting new courage. You're taking more chances, and you're being particularly gutsy now. And you're making some very important changes right to the heart of you. Now, as you make some of these changes, you're going to find yourself certainly moving more and more towards success. It may take a little bit of time to more fully manifest, but that's okay. You are on the path. You've known that you're on the path for a while, but now comes new opportunity that really expands your vision, that allows you to affirm that you are on the path that you're supposed to be on. For Aquarians, this has to do with finances, but this has to do with knowing that the money you need, the resources you need, the care you need, emotional support that you need, and tangible support in terms of finances is available to you. So you may have to let it be known. In some cases, you may have to let it be known. But I think for the most part, what I'm seeing is the very strong possibility of some sort of a deal, some sort of an agreement, whether you want to call this a power deal or not, but it is something that helps to bring more activity in your life, bring more work into your life, that does seem to change the pace of your days, which makes it kind of exciting. But more than that, what I'm seeing is that there's this moment of affirmation that, wow, the universe really does provide. The universe does come through for you. So regardless of how that comes through for you, whether it's a check from an institution or whether it's a person who shows up and lets you know that they actually do care, be open to the blessings when they find you. I do think for the most part, you may not see it coming. It may just sort of show up and it surprises you, and it does delight you as well. And finally, Pisceans out there, for the Pisces out there, this is a very fortunate time for you as well. When I look at this, it has to do very much with love. It has to do with partnership, understanding who's there for you, understanding who you want to be close to, understanding what love is going to mean for you. And I think that this new moon is going to allow you to make some very important changes that brings a new type of love closer to you. What I am seeing is a heart-to-heart. It doesn't necessarily have to be with a sweetheart. Those of you who are single are going to have a moment, certainly of attraction, That leads you to have a heart-to-heart with someone you do trust, which in turn leads you to understand how you want to proceed. Those of you who are with somebody are going to find some brand new beginnings that really do just light up your life and light up your heart. One thing's for sure, the big lessons this week for you have to do in love, and you are starting again, and you're starting with a lot of hope, a lot of optimism, but also in a tangible way. You feel that there's a new type of love out there for you and available to you that maybe wasn't before, because maybe you weren't fully ready for it before, but now you really are. I will stop there. Thank you so much again for this moment with you, for expanded horoscopes and so much more. Check out my website, nadiyashah.com. It'll be a great week. Enjoy.